Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today, I'm going to be walking you through an inner child exercise to heal the father wound. Now, some of us had absent fathers. This is not going to be that healing. This healing is for those of us who had angry fathers, who were afraid to speak up, who felt there's this punishment to just being you. If that's you, watch this video. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, please click the subscribe button and the bell to receive notifications when I release new videos. And if you've been with me for a while, thank you so much and welcome back. I just want to mention, I have been going through this move right now. So my videos have not been as consistent as I'd like, but just so you know, that will pick up again soon once we are settled in our new home. Just want to say that. So I'm not going anywhere. I'm just taking a little time to pack and move and do all the things. And it's very exciting, but I will share that with you once we are settled. So this video is coming off of a client session that I had, which I usually do. And this client had a very angry father. She actually considered going no contact. And I actually suggested that she not do that because they weren't doing anything to harm her. What they were doing is representing a trigger in her, which tells me unresolved issue. Many times we try to get away from the things that create our triggers, but that's not actually helping you with your trigger. So if you can keep somewhat of a contact, but make it more surface for a while, that will actually facilitate the healing by noticing the trigger and having the tools to work through it. So this is what I gave her. I did an inner with her, which I do with many of my clients, where I go in and I talk to your inner child and we work through it together. But if you're not working with me, I want to do this inner with you so you can see how to sort of work it out for yourself. So this client's father was, I'm reading her notes. Her inner child was upset whenever she talks to them because of an unhealed pain, right? And then when she has a conversation with her parents, it never goes well, so she feels powerless and anger comes up, which is funny because that's dad's issue that she took on, right? So we did the inner with her 4-year-old. She saw her dad. She started to feel uneasy in her stomach. That's your power center. Your solar plexus is your power center. So that means dad's going to take my power, right? Then she became scared of speaking up and she would shut down. That was her coping mechanism. Fear of speaking her truth, shutting down. Which is interesting because she came to me a month ago because she wanted to reclaim her authenticity, which means you have to start to learn to speak up in the face of people that make you shut down. So this is what I did for her. I'm going to do it with you guys. So, all right, I'm going to do a little bit different than I did with her. Let's do this together. So close your eyes, center yourself in yourself. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale deeply and completely through your mouth, making sure those exhales are longer than the inhales. This is how we start to regulate our nervous system naturally. Continue breathing in and release. Giving your body permission to relax into this safe space. If you have to do this later, just notice you have to be in a quiet space. And what I also like to do is suggest a space that you feel safe in your mind, or creating a new one with colors and sounds and smells and whatever you want in this space. And when you get safe, let yourself know I'm safe. And what I want you to do is see yourself in this space. And when you feel comfortable, invite your inner child into your space. Now, they may not come right away because they don't yet trust that you're safe. You have to rebuild that safety net. And I'm posting these quotes about inner children every day on my Instagram. So go pick those out. Check those out because they also align with my courses that I'm teaching. So you can learn along with us if you're not in that class right now. And so notice if your inner child comes forward, and notice the age, what it looks like, what it's wearing, how it's feeling. Take some time to really tune into that. Not what you think it should be or project it onto it, but what is this human essence, inner child coming forward to you. What does she look like or he look like? What are they wearing? What are they doing? And how are they feeling towards you? Notice that. Take it in. Now, I want you to invite your inner child to sit on your lap. They may or may not. That's fine. And now what I want you to do is act as if you're looking at a screen, a movie screen in front of you, and your father comes forward on the screen. Notice your emotion. Notice your inner child's emotion. Then what I want you to do is picture me or someone that you feel is safe and a guide for you to be sitting behind you. So for my clients, it's me, then my client, then my client's inner child, and we're all watching the screen together with Dad. And noticing if you feel more safe with me or that person in your presence. I want you to notice what's happening to Dad on the screen and how it's making you feel. Chances are you'll start to feel uneasy if this was an angry father, a rejecting father, a confrontational father. You'll feel scared and you'll want to go inside. And what I want you to do is say everything that you do and feel is okay. We're holding space for you. And just notice that emotional reaction. Then what I want you to do is you, not your inner child, I want you to get up and stand in between the screen with your father on it and your inner child, facing your inner child and me, back towards Dad. And when your inner child is feeling unsafe, what I want you to say to him or her is, I am now going to be your safety between you and him. I won't let him hurt you. I won't let him be angry towards you. And if he is, I've got you. You are safe. Please choose me to be the new authority over you and how you get to feel. I'm going to have stronger boundaries for you, and I'm going to be your protector and supporter. And see if they trust you or not. And notice that I am now still behind your inner child, holding space for it to feel safe or not. And when it does or doesn't feel safe, you can ask your inner child if you can come closer. You can ask your inner child what it needs to feel safe with you. There will be a message. I need you to speak up. I need you to keep me away from him. Whatever that message is, honor that message. Ask yourself if you're able to create that boundary for your inner child. If you are, go back to behind the child, sit behind the child, holding the child and saying, thank you so much for letting me know what you need. Thank you so much for starting to trust me to be the thing that you need. Thank you so much for understanding that I know my father and I know his wounding and that had nothing to do with you. I also know how to protect you from my father's wounding. So we're going to be on this journey together and we're going to be supported together as we move through this. And ask your inner child, is there anything else you'd like to say to me before we go? Deep breath in. I just got a heart. Somebody out there is feeling the love. So, before you open your eyes, thank your inner child for showing up for you. Thank your inner child for considering trusting you. And ask your inner child if it's okay if you visit him or her again soon or consistently. And before you're done, just put your hand over your heart. Thank yourself for showing up for yourself. Take another deep breath in, and when you're ready, open your eyes. Now, for my client, this was the message. It's not safe to be who I am around wounded people. It's very safe to be who you are when you have the boundaries and discernment to protect your own agency and autonomy. So what we have to understand is we feel this regression of self and repression of self around angry parents, especially fathers, for a very specific reason, because your father is supposed to be your protector, your provider, your support, your warrior. And when they're not, we feel very unsafe to be who we are. And what I like to share with my clients is that is true. You felt unsafe to be who you are around Dad. But you can feel very safe to be who you are around people who are not wounded. And you can feel as very safe to be who you are around people who are wounded when you have these boundaries of I've got my own back, I am now reparenting and becoming the own authority of my own agency and autonomy. And my father, now that I see how wounded he is, no longer has access to my inner child. This is just the beginning of how we start to do this work and we start to become that parent to our inner child. But we have to build that trust. We have to build the trust back of being consistent where our inconsistent parents made us feel insecure. We can become consistent with our inner child and our actions to make it feel internally secure. So it doesn't have to be insecure, right? I want you guys to try this. Also, please check the links below because we have a lot of offerings coming up. I Am Worthy is now on demand. Shadow work is on demand. Emotional rehab is on demand. Inner work starts in October. If you want to go deep with me and a few other people in group coaching. And Boundaries Bootcamp is about to be on sale. So please check the links for any of those offers. Please go check out my social media for these daily hits of these wisdom quotes. And if you have any questions or comments, I always encourage you to leave them here, or you can find me on social media and leave them there. I love you guys. Thank you for showing up for yourself, for me, for the collective consciousness. As we heal one soul at a time, we heal the whole. So more on that soon. I'll see you in the next video.